Let's start it off here. Gate 14 podcast. And holy shit, what a week for content for the Gate 14 boys. Just absolutely firing on all cylinders. Arash acknowledged us. We'll start it off with JR, then we'll go to the man of the hour. Avery we'll go Avery Chenier, we'll go to Avery after, but JR, how you doing? I just had a fucking seizure for a second there.
Yeah, you did.
Good. I didn't think we'd have something go viral after the season, which is just absurd. But
okay, so Avery, his mic is just not working, right?
I don't think his mic is on.
Put that shit on.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
I didn't have the headphones on, so
okay,
that's why.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. So now I'm gonna cut it to the man of the hour, a man that this podcast never seems to amaze me. It's just nonstop with this podcast. Avery, how you doing, man? I am not Avery Chenier. My Twitter handle is at Arash Madani.
So I'll bring it through. I told you guys this last week. If you listen to the episode, I said I was going to pull some bullshit like this.
I mean, you said you did say that you were becoming an insider.
I said I was going to break a Shohei Ohtani trade this week. I believe I said it last time. So we're at work, and Cam, who did the Thick Jesus shirts, he's the best.
Shout out Cam.
Shout out Cam. He does a fake Mitch Marner to the Minnesota Wild trade and sends it in our Slack DMs. I was like, okay, that's I love that. But then there's rumblings in the office that, I don't know if we should post this. Then I said, hey Cam, I got a good one for you. And he said, okay, who are the people? And I just made up this fucking silly trade. I don't know if it was like, what do you guys think of the actual trade? Because people,
I know they were mad.
People were mad, but people were also like, "Oh, I'd do it in a heartbeat."
People were saying there was a lot of Jays fans who said they wouldn't do it.
I would do it.
Yeah, we'd 100% do it. I mean, why? Like, do that trade.
So then, Cam makes.
I mean, people can be on Twitter, and luckily, like you've taken. I'm not Mudboy anymore. You've taken it over, but I genuinely didn't want anything to be a part because I knew just the keywords. Because listen, I'll give you a little snippet here. So every time I have someone on a podcast and like they talk about Shohei Ohtani, I'll clip it because the Japanese community just automatically like the keyword Shohei Ohtani just automatically gets a shit ton of clicks.
We did a YouTube video on it. Even
yes. So I knew. I was like, I can't do this. I don't want any part of it. I'm not gonna do it for my account. I was like, obviously you wanted to do it. I was like, you go ahead. And then it exploded.
Okay. I thought when you said you were posting it, I didn't think you were doing the change the name and profile
that
picture.
Came up like as I was posting it.
So I was like, okay, like I think this could do well, but like that was a whole nother level. Like I was like, oh my god, like that actually like
So
I fool people.
So I don't know if I told you guys I was doing it, but I said, okay, it's live. And then you guys looked and you said, oh my God. Changing to Arash and his profile picture was just the icing on the cake. Just nothing I could have done better. When I thought to myself, I patted myself on the back. I was like, this is good. This is going to get people.
It got people.
If you wanted to go one up, which you honestly could have, and
But imagine if you
like I wanted him to say a slur or something.
Dude, someone said the most fucking insane response to him. It's someone responded and said, funny that Arash will disavow this, but not the rumors that he's the Zodiac killer. It was just the most fucking response.
One of the responses to Arash is fucked and just shows you what Twitter's all about. My computer's moving slower than fuck. It's one of the hidden responses because was very
is
funny.
it racist?
No, it's not. No, I'm not. I wouldn't say it if it was racist.
Did you
Someone said
guys
I should be arrested for identity theft. That one was good. That one got me. And someone was about him disavowing COVID. That's the one I'm trying to find. God, it was just
It was an all around.
every time someone got mad at me, my smile grew like 10 inches. It's like,
Yeah.
this is awesome.
It was it was an all-time Gate 4. It was like I had to make a TikTok about it, and luckily the TikTok followers in the crowd loved it. Like all the comment sections were like, "Comment Gate 14 W. This is awesome."
Okay,
Like, Gate 14 of the moon.
I found the fucked one. It
What
was
was it?
Arash, will you apologize for attacking the unvaccinated now that it's proven the vaccine never stopped transmission? Will the media who divided this country
for the podcast, and,
and it's like in the middle of the dog days, we haven't had baseball, Blue Jays baseball in a while. I was bored. It's perfect storm. We need to cook up our next plan though.
it's the
we
Gate
need
14 awards.
No, I'm saying our next ploy to fucking go big on
Yeah.
Twitter.
I think it has to be from the Gate 14 burner. It has to be like the Jays signed DeGrom or something, man.
I think we should just do it from our regular account.
I'm scared. I'm almost at 1,000 followers. I am very scared to I'll get it all taken away from me. Yeah, no, that was an all-time moment. Like, that's a moment we're gonna look back. Like, that's how you always have these little hints that this podcast is gonna be like big. You know what I'm saying? Like these little, like the man upstairs is looking down on us. That was one of them. Like, because people probably try that a lot. Like, people probably try that on Twitter a lot. But the fact that yours got that much traction and had that much hate, like, I was honestly surprised it wasn't trending. It might have been, actually.
It showed up in people's feeds. Like, I had Levi on his burner account. It came up, when you get those suggestions of tweets.
Yeah.
It came up in there, and people were tweeting me, why is this showing up in recommended for me? I'm gonna look at the impressions on it too.
It had to be crazy.
It was at 300,000 at one point. 300,000 people saw it.
Avery McCockner.
Yeah, it didn't. Okay. And then I had Liam Munchie, a guy I had played with.
Yeah, I played against him growing up.
He said his dad was on Twitter and saw it, and they brought it up at dinner and said, "Do you see the trade? The
Gurriel Jr, he's a Blue Jay."
Yeah. 463,000 impressions.
Wow.
There's definitely some people that are like, they still like believe that
You're hated. No, you are a hated human being. Like,
no.
I'm actually waiting because honestly,
I mean, there's actually a good tweet, right? The OGs that like you, like they like you even more.
Well, no, the Gate 14 listeners, they loved it. Yeah.
But that's what Ave is, man. Fuck the other people. The casuals we don't like, though.
Yeah, I told them I was going to do this.
Any pub is good pub. Like, that's the only way you could look at it. Like, but the thing that was all time is like, it's crazy how mad people. I know we already talked. We're going in circles here, but like, I genuinely could not imagine how mad people like. I didn't think it would be to that magnitude of like, fuck you, you fucking piece of shit. Get a life. Like, dude, like, come on, bro. Have fun once in your life. You can't, like, it's a dead period. You can't announce any trades or signings. Might as well just fucking break fake news.
Yeah, that was the thing.
I don't even understand.
I used NFL terminology in the tweet, which some people said is like, you don't even say that in baseball. I was like, yeah, I know. I made it up, dude. Because they talk about the new league season starting for the NFL all the time.
Yeah.
Never talk about that for baseball because I'm pretty sure it started today.
Yeah. It's just, God, people are so fucking dumb. Like, it was incredible though. Bravo, brother. I mean, bravo to you. It was all time. And we had to talk about that, but I want to give a special shout out because this guy is one of our loyal followers for a really long time. MLB 20 card art. This guy cooked up one of the greatest MLB The Show pictures of the cards. The one of you, is that actually you in that picture?
Yeah.
How did he find that?
I think it's on my Instagram.
Okay. I mean, the Arash Madani one holding up the drink with the tennis thing is absurd.
Yeah.
Like does Arash Madani have the worst pictures of him on the internet? He has to be up there, right?
Close, man. How old do you think Arash is?
Let's take a guess before we look. Take a guess. JR, what are you guessing how old Arash is?
I would guess 44.
Well, I was gonna say 43.
I'm not gonna guess. I'm just gonna look.
Do you think we can actually find out how old he is?
JR, you should match him on LinkedIn. No, Matt, do it on LinkedIn. It has to be old. There's no age.
Yeah.
Release your age. Release the fucking file, Arash. Release the file.
I mean, probably checks LinkedIn since when he graduated.
I'm patient. Like, I told you guys this. Like, I think
We'll know how to get that. Like, we'll have an inside contact.
so another search thing is why is Madani in jail? It's fucking all time. Yeah, no, I think the press pass
He
would be funny.
did catch a lot of ricochet shots in this whole thing.
Who did?
Arash.
Really?
Oh yeah. People were mad at him.
Well, people hate him in general, though, right? Like,
I was telling my parents about the whole thing today, and my dad was like, "You hate him." It's like, how do you know that? So I don't really like hate him that much. I just don't think he's great at reporting.
Arash, man. I will say this: Arash has an open invite to the show.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we could get him on.
I would like he's that type of guy where you like it would take you. He's just one of a kind. You can't.
There's
like,
no way if we invite him on. There's no way he knew it was me.
Oh, 100.
No chance.
No chance.
No chance.
Yeah, which would be
No chance.
fucking
But
hilarious.
that would be funny.
That's
just
when you
the
have to bring
interaction.
it up in the interview, like near
would-
the end.
I don't know how he would react, but it would be must-watch content.
He would
Him
leave.
figuring out on the pod that
Yeah.
you're Avery Chenier would be such good content.
It would have to be close to the end. We'd talk to
Yeah.
him a little bit.
Everyone
then-
tweet. All of our listeners tweet and comment on Arash stuff to come on the pod. I want a Bradley Zimmer-esque one where keep going on Bradley Zimmer, by the way. But I
Well,
want
wait
everyone,
a week for Arash because he might remember right now.
Yes,
But in a
okay.
week he won't remember.
In a week, unload all the bullets. I want 1 million comments like go on the Gate 14 pod, go on the Gate 14 pod. It would be because I don't know when we would break it to him. Like you think a quarter of the way?
No,
like half
close to the end. Close to the end.
Okay, yeah, it would be like, and Arash, by the way, like that fake tweet, like that was kind of him.
It would go so sideways. You have no idea.
It really would. It really would. But I guess we can go into
The Avery Madani thing that the MLB card art guy did was so fucking funny. Levi's tweet, so funny.
Levi, nice try, Arash. It was all time, and like I said, undefeated. Like it's in my opinion, it was a where were you moment for the Gate 14 podcast. Like, where
Yeah.
were you when Arash tweeted? Like, I stopped in my tracks when I saw. I was like, no way, no fucking way. And then just a plummet of responses to that tweet.
He got a lot of likes and retweets on his, to be honest.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was wild. But shout out to Arash, all time. It was an all time week. Let's fucking go into it here, man. I mean, let's go into some fucking baseball talk.
Well, I mean,
so,
we gotta say the Astros won.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like
Bradley
that
Zimmer,
team,
no
that team
way.
is ridiculous. That team
Yeah,
is
it's fucked, dude. Like the bullpen was so good, and they're gonna be so good next year. And I saw John Boy they were talking about who's the biggest threat in the AL. And they're like so big on the Mariners. Like, yeah, the Mariners are a good team, but like, I mean, they got to make a big splash. Like, I don't think I'm not that scared.
no
of
the way that
team.
roster is constructed right now. I wouldn't say I'm scared of them at all.
No, they need another.
But they
at
could say
least
the same
another
about
outfielder.
us. They could
Yeah,
say the same
that's
about the
true.
Jays.
Yeah,
right?
they need a bullpen. But I don't know. I don't think we're in a terrible spot here. Like we know and aren't. Yeah, we need a better bullpen. That's just bottom line
Well,
if we want to compete against them.
We got to address. I mean, I was sending this to you guys in the chat. Like Brian Abreu is just the most fucked pitcher I've ever seen. Right?
Yeah.
Is it Brian? Is that actually his first name?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He was working construction at
Brian?
11 years old.
I thought it was Bobby.
No, Bobby Abreu's a legend.
He was like 100. He's played for the Phillies, man.
I mean, Brian is absurd. That is a
I
crazy.
think it has to be like there has to be like another iteration of it that he's called, right?
Yeah.
He's from the
Mhm.
DR or something. Where is he from?
He
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
came
exactly.
from like was he Was he in the league last year? Or
I don't know where the Astros get these guys from. Okay.
they're so good, dude.
He's only 25 years old, this guy.
God, it's absurd.
Dude, you know what's a wild stat? Is Yordan Alvarez is 24 years old.
They're so young.
He's
Wow.
young. There were rumors that there was trades going on there with Jordan.
I would trade the entire Blue Jays team for him.
I forget who was it. Judge. I forget who. It was like heavy talks on it. I remember. I forget. I'm pretty sure it was Judge. It was Yankees.
Well, it doesn't.
Did I talk about who I think the Yankees are going to trade for on the show last week?
No, you didn't. But I'm scared. It's going to be
Fernando Tatis.
I mean, I could see them, but like, fuck, dude, they'd have to take on that contract.
Oh, you think their fans would be happy about that, though?
Yeah.
I don't think the fans would care, but like, I don't even know what that trade starts at. That's a tough one to actually like. Now, especially like how big it is, the contract, and then you just got the injury history, and he just fucking got caught with rowing.
Yeah,
I mean, you could probably get him on a motorcycle.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's a good trade for the Yankees. I will say that they are dog shit at shortstop, and like I'm pretty sure a story came out where IKF was like willingly saying to the managers, like, I can't play shortstop, and they just kept throwing him there, something like that. It could be part of the fake news media, but it is wild. Like the Yankees, the way their roster is constructed right now, they are ass. Like I just looked at their outfield. It's Aaron Hicks, Harrison Bader, and who else? And Oswaldo Peraza or whatever. Or how do you say it? Perez?
Oswald Cabrera and
Cabrera. Sorry, Cabrera was in the outfield. Like they're not getting Judge, right? Like they're not going to get Judge.
I don't think so. I think he's gone. I hope he's gone.
That's so fucking funny.
That would be awesome. I
Dude,
hope they're just dog shit next year.
Dude, the J. I'm looking back
Cashman
at this.
and those idiots are coming out saying like Donaldson has a lot of stuff left. IKF will be a good defensive shortstop. They're just brain dead.
They really are brain dead. But I will say this: there was an insult stat that I sent to you guys the other day. The best bullpen ERAs in the postseason in the last 30 years. This year, Mariners 0.88. The second best in the last 30 years, the 2016 Toronto Blue Jays.
Mariners or Astros?
Sorry, wait a second. I'm going to re-say this. The best postseason bullpen ERA in the last 30 years, massive insult stat. The Toronto Blue Jays have the best postseason bullpen ERA in the last 30 years. 2016 Blue Jays had a 0.68 ERA, and the 2022 Astros had a 0.88. It goes to show you what the fuck happened in 2016. What? How is that even possible?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I wish it seems so easy to construct a good bullpen, but it's clearly not.
Well, okay, let's look at that bullpen because that Blue Jays bullpen.
The names weren't great on that.
I'm pretty sure that Blue Jays bullpen had fucking LaTroy Hawkins.
He was a dog.
I know. I'm just saying, like, that's not a guy you pay a lot for.
No, but that's showing how you just need good scouting departments, and the Blue Jays clearly don't have a good scouting department.
Yeah, they're fucking hiring entry levels right now.
Are they actually? You want to apply?
Yeah, they're like hiring like literally 5 positions.
I mean, this bullpen.
Johnny, you can get in there, man. We need someone from this pod, like boots on the ground. And
they will never
management.
hire me. Jason Grilli was in that bullpen. Aaron Loop, legend. Brett Cecil, Ryan Tepera, Roberto Osuna, obviously. Joaquin Benoit, remember him?
Yep.
That was actually kind of a nasty fucking bullpen.
They pieced it together.
Joe Biagini was also a dog, though, right? That dude was a fucking dog. You hate him?
Weirdo. Yeah.
Weirdo, but he's all time.
He wore a jersey that would fit me on the mound.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he would wear very baggy jerseys. But yeah, going back into that, just man.
I have a couple guys that I tweeted today.
Yeah, go into that. You talked about that too. Go into a couple guys.
So I was just looking at the score came out with a list of free agents for everyone. And I'm probably going to do a video of this at work, like a free agent video. But there's a couple guys. Corey Knebel, I know he had a shoulder capsule injury, but that's a guy I think we get on a discount this year. Michael Fulmer, someone we talked about trading for earlier. Someone I think we can get. Tommy Canley is a guy who's like removed from injuries, came back with the Dodgers this year. He was a fucking dog at the end of the year. And then Matt Strahm as a lefty, keep him in the division. People are saying Chafin and shit. I don't even know if he can be here because of the vaccination.
No,
shit.
it's done. It's over. Remember?
Is it totally done?
Yeah, it's totally done.
Okay. I'm fine with him. I don't really care for that, but I think Strahm could be better stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we could use a lefty.
dude, that Edwin Diaz deal was crazy.
He's
So how
going to be
much is he
so
getting per
bad in
year?
3 years.
He's getting paid what, 25 mil a year?
Yeah, 20 mil.
20
20
million.
mil. Yeah.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
that's what I was expecting.
I saw
You cannot pay relievers that much money.
I actually saw a stat today actually that all of the best the war leaders for pitchers out of the bullpen are all on like entry level contracts.
It's like paying running backs. You don't pay relievers a lot because you can look at the Orioles. Sure, they had a bad bullpen second half, but in their first half, they had guys legit working at Walmart come in and just throw fuzz for them and piece it together. You don't pay running backs in football, and you don't pay a lot for a bullpen.
But that goes into the scouting department though. Like the Jays,
100%.
the Jays, I know we keep emphasizing this, but the Jays have no flamethrowers out of this fucking bullpen, dude. Like Jimmy Garcia, he's great. All right, I will say this. Jimmy Garcia is awesome.
Yep.
Jimmy Heaters is great. Romano, whatever. He's dead to me because he went on the Gibbons pod. But like, it's just if you look at this fucking Astros bullpen, this Phillies bullpen, Alvarado throwing 101 from the left side. Sure, he blew whatever, but there is no guy that comes out of this Jays bullpen where the fans are like, holy shit, this dude throws fuzz. Brian Abreu, Helsley. Who else in that bullpen? There was two more guys that were fucking
Helsley's on
not
fucking
Helsley,
Cardinals.
sorry. Presley.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Presley throws deep, but that guy's just a dog. He's just a veteran guy that can get the
He's-
job done.
Yeah, correct. He doesn't have the best stuff in that bullpen.
No, he doesn't. But he's just like a guy that can. He was kind of like,
Dude, Hector Neris.
Hector Neris sucked half the year too. Jose Alvarado got sent down this year. That's how fucked it is to construct a good bullpen and just be ready to have guys. It's so hard.
yeah, we're so. I mean, Jordy was good, but like, did we actually like trust him with our life? Probably not.
Yeah, I do.
You do?
No, I don't.
I don't.
I do.
Ryan Stanek, another guy. I mean, these
Dude.
guys are all fucked. Like all fucked in the head. All of these guys are insane.
They also have 6 starters too.
Like
Yeah, that's nuts.
this is
One
their
of the-
bullpen guys.
One of the graphics that came out, I did have a problem with. It talked about how the Astros got all their players from the Dominican for really cheap. And they're saying that was a good thing for the Astros. It's not a good thing for the Astros. That's just showing how it's broken getting international players dirt cheap because they have no fucking money. You pay them nothing and they become
They
good
just
players
throw
for you.
102.
Yeah, so that was the only I had an issue with that. It's like, okay, I understand you signed them for cheap, but it's because they make $0. Their family makes $0 like all the time. So
Yeah, like there's
Whatever,
deals
but-
like the Kirk one. I mean, you can make the argument the Jays fucked Kirk. I mean, Kirk signed for like $5,000 or 50
Yeah.
or whatever it was. Like that is not like, I mean, I guess in Mexico that's like for him now, for his family, that was life-changing money, and surely it is. But like the Jays fleet, like that dude was obviously, I mean,
they said Brian Abreu was working 2 construction jobs at 11 years old. To pay, like,
and he just throws.
Well,
I mean,
I
that
was looking
guy
at
is fucking
stats.
disgusting.
He
That
wasn't even,
guy
like,
is
that good last year, which is crazy.
With
no.
Brian Abreu.
Yeah, he threw like 36.
But see
innings
what
and
I'm saying though is like
They
with
develop them.
that and with these guys though, you see a little bit of like, all right, this guy has the potential to be good. There is no fucking guy in this Blue Jays bullpen where it's like, oh, maybe next year, or the year after, this he already throws nasty, like throws 101. Let's give him a fucking chance here. Like let's work on him and stuff like that. The Jays have none of those guys. There's no potential arms in that bullpen that could like turn into these Brian Abreu guys
No,
from out of nowhere.
Zach Pop is that.
No.
Yes.
He doesn't throw 99.
No,
I
I,
mean,
do
he
agree
throws
though.
single-
I think you could develop Pop to potentially something. He does throw like 97, 98, and you
Yeah,
never know in the offseason. He could get up. Like, who knows? what
Exactly.
could
That's
actually happen. That's just
we
too
do
much.
have guys like that. And you were saying Brian Abreu has been bad. We have guys who are bad. Also, we also have guys who are bad.
But like
with that
we
stuff,
have guys
though,
in the pen
with
like
that
Trevor Richards are
projectability.
not
Zach Pop might
changing.
have the best stuff in our pen.
No,
Wouldn't you think?
I would make the case he is probably, in my opinion, he's going to be probably the biggest part of this. Maybe a hot take. I think Zach Pop's going to be the biggest part of this Blue Jays bullpen next year.
Nope. One name. Jeremy's guy.
Pearson. I just
Look, Pearson needs to stop blue balling us.
He's not blue ball.
Like, I
He's
mean,
shoving it down their fucking
He's
dicks
a
in the
dog.
DR right
I mean,
now.
he's a dog, man.
I just want to see him do that at the big league level because I've been hearing about this. I interviewed him 3 years ago. I've been hearing that he was the second coming of Christ for like 100 years, dude. Like,
Dude.
when is this going to like translate to the show? Because he hasn't had that much success in the show.
I mean, guys, you actually look at our pen. It's like it's not that bad, dude. Jordy, Nate Pearson, Yimi Garcia. I mean, Bass still had like you look at his stats; they're absurd. I mean, and then if Pop can get up to like consistently 99 and develop into like a good mid-level role,
He needs to throw
I
strikes.
mean, we just named 5 relievers.
No, you're right. No,
And we add
point.
2, like if we're gonna, that's the thing though.
So there's
like, if we're
Pop.
gonna
There's Pop.
add 2
97,
guys, they
98
gotta be,
Pop.
like,
Pearson 100.
yeah. But the issue though is I think if we're gonna add anyone, it's gonna be like we're not gonna add someone this offseason that's like a killer, like someone that could be setup or closer. I think like it'll be like Abe said, like a lefty that could just fill in Tim Mesa is doing shit. This guy could throw. But then I think the deadline we acquire someone big.
Like
a setup
the deals for who was the Baltimore Pablo
Yeah.
Lopez? Not Pablo
how
Lopez.
did that guy throw for the Twins?
Why do I forget his name? But guys like that were getting dealt for actually nothing.
Yeah. So I think it's possible. Like we'll get someone at the deadline.
Pedro
but I think
Lopez.
this is definitely an MLB ready bullpen. Like
It just needs 1 or 2 more.
I know
vet
it
guys.
does. But the issue though is we're not going to be able to sign those guys. So we can't expect that. Like we're just unless we have a trade and we get one really good arm.
There has to be someone in the minors that just throws fucking fudge.
Yeah, he was in the futures game. What was his goddamn name?
Oh, I know who you're talking. Okay, yeah, I guess. Yeah, no. Listen, I mean, we could talk about the bullpen for days. I do understand. It just, it is like
it shows they had no chance of winning the game if the Astros had a lead in the 7th inning.
no
Nate,
chance.
you
No
knew-
chance.
You knew what was going to happen.
I mean, they have their 6th starter throwing fucking no hitter.
Yeah.
Like how fucked is that?
That
man?
is-
We have
I mean,
Barrios.
Luis Garcia.
3.
Luis Garcia is better than Ross Stripling, and
Yeah.
he wasn't even pitching in this.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
They're so good, man.
It's
They're
crazy.
so good. Are you mad at the Astros team for winning? Because
No.
I live at home. My dad's like, oh, I hate the Astros. Like, honestly,
That's such.
there is likable people on the Astros now.
Llisten,
Kyle
look,
Tucker.
who like first of all, the whole story is like it seems like the whole team wasn't cheating. And it just seemed like most of the half the guys are gone almost.
majority. There's only 4 guys left from
Yeah,
that
like
team.
I mean, they deserve to win.
And listen,
I mean, they were the best
you
team.
are, and I'm not going to send a shot. There is a certain guy we followed that was like sending shots to the Houston Astros, like calling them cheaters still, and just like kind of hinting at like they're cheaters and stuff. Like you got to still hold them accountable for that. If you still hold a grudge for that, you're just an old man yelling at a fucking cloud. Like this team is serious. Like this is a legit team, dude. Like Jeremy Pena, the guy is
That guy is a grown man.
He is.
He went to the University of Maine.
It's like, dude, everyone on that team, and I'll say it, I like them. Like Alex Bregman is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I like Bregman.
Jordan Alvarez is fucking awesome. Jeremy Pena is awesome.
Yeah, I was more along the lines of Kyle Tucker, Jeremy Pena, like young, exciting players is where I'm a fan of watching the Astros. And Jordan, I can't believe
how can you
calling
not
him
want-
young because he seems so old. But
Like Dusty Baker, like how do you cheer against?
yeah, that's
that?
awesome.
Like Dusty.
It was sick. And like you have a fucking dump in your pants if you keep like referring to that cheaters and cheater scandal. Like, dude, get over it. Like seriously. Like get they won the World Series this year, so it did shut up everyone. Like it really did. But talking about Jeremy Pena, I mean, this fucking guy,
God, dude.
it is.
I can't believe how big he is. He is
ALCS MVP, World Series MVP, Gold Glove, World Series champion, and is he up for the Silver Slugger too at Shore?
I have no idea.
I
don't
don't
know.
I don't think his regular season stats.
Okay,
were,
but either like, dude, what the fuck?
They
Where
had
do you
very
like,
similar numbers, him and Correa, even though Correa played way less games.
yeah.
it's
that-
I like the fact that it's interesting, but they're top prospects. I mean, like usually it can sometimes be a hit or miss, like top prospects, and that's just like a complete hit. It's fucked, man. He just came in and just like, it's just I mean, like he doesn't like I got here that he's 6 foot tall, 202. He looks way bigger than that.
Yeah.
He looks 6'3", 220 at the plate. Like, but I mean, no, he actually didn't even. I mean, his stats weren't great in the regular season.
No.
He had a 289 on base.
Like looking at, I mean, if you just look at their top prospects, I mean, they've had Carlos Correa, Luis Garcia, Forrest Whitley, who's another flamethrower guy. Hashtag friend of the podcast.
I'm a Forrest Whitley fan.
Yeah, that's my guy. That's my fucking guy. But like, they rarely really miss on fucking prospects. Like they rarely miss on prospects.
It's from the top down of the front office is where that starts.
We got Ross. Jeremy Payne is 25 though. I thought he was like 22.
No, he went to college.
To college. Yeah, I went to college.
Yeah.
It's just that team is going to dominate forever. They're going to dominate for fucking ever, bro. Did the Jays win the season series against them? I think they did.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. All right. So we're runner up.
They're better than them.
Yeah, we're a runner up. But I got a question. I got a hypothetical for you guys, actually. I got inspired by this because I saw a clip on TikTok. How much money? I'll start with you, Avery. How much money would it take for you guys to never go to a Toronto Blue Jays game ever again? Never, like you can never go to Rogers Center. You can never watch a game live, even if it's away. How much money would it take for you to never see a Blue Jays game again?
Yeah, I was thinking $200,000.
That's not enough.
Wait, so you can't even watch on TV?
No, okay, you can watch on TV.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like, you can't physically experience a Toronto Blue Jays game ever again for the rest of your life. Like I'm talking World Series, NLCS, ALCS. You can't, or sorry, ALCS, not LCS. Division Series. You can't go to anything.
I'd go 100K.
I think
100K.
No, I've been going to. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's not.
What
enough.
would be your number then?
I would $1 million.
God damn it!
No, I'm serious.
You idiot.
I've been going to like 20 to 25 plus Blue Jays games since I was like 6. This is something I've been doing for my entire life. Like,
but now you get to make money off of it.
But you could set yourself up for like.
For what? This is the only enjoyment I have in my life.
Here's how. Okay, well, can you go to away games? Because like
no,
technically,
I just said you can't go to away games.
You can't go to away games.
Just you can't attend any Blue Jays game.
So you can't. Okay, so well, like you could beat the system a little bit there. Like get a hotel outside and right.
What?
I'll have a room at the Renaissance.
Fine. I'll switch the question up. Okay, but my number's $1 million. I will say it because for the rest of my life, like, I won't be able to take my future children to Jays games, which is going to be cool.
You still have a TV.
Pass that on, I guess, but that's not the same, bro.
I mean, I watched the Chiefs win the Super Bowl on TV, and it was fucking awesome.
But did you grow up going to Chiefs games?
Nope.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
100K. I don't fuck it. It is a tough question. I mean, I don't really.
For me, it would be $1 million. Like then I would consider it, but even then, I'm like, dude, like I get so much enjoyment out of doing this where it's not really a price tag to it. I don't think I could. You'd have to actually no, scratch that. You would have to give me enough money to purchase the team for me to never. So then I could just run the show myself, go Billy Bean style, and just run the team from my house. That's what I have to do.
MLB The Show, Johnny.
Okay. I'll switch up the question. How much money would you take to never go to a sporting event again?
I need a couple million.
Never sporting event.
Like
ever again.
Yes.
I'm $1 million.
Really?
I mean, $1 million sounds nice.
I think it'd have to be like 10.
I mean,
but 10 sets you up for like life, dude.
I know we're so young though, like we're 20.
I know.
We're
But like,
he's like
that's one of the things you'd want to do if you had a lot of money. know what I mean?
I go on trips only for sports. Either I'm going on a
Yeah.
golf trip or I'm going to see something. So
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, could you
So it's
imagine
tough.
for the next 60 years? Because obviously, like, we'll live to we're 80. You can never go to a sporting event ever again or a Jays game. That's why my number for the Jays was $1 million.
yeah, if I watch sports at all, I would need a lot of money. But the going to the games, just sometimes it's a hassle going to games where you get there, like NFL games, a 1:00 NFL game. I would just rather watch it on TV.
Well, because there's so many games on.
Exactly.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
And I'll tell you what. I fucking hate attending college and NFL games solely based off of how long the commercial breaks are.
Yeah.
Punt, 3-minute break, the fucking band's on the field, whatever. Like punt, 3-minute break. They come out of the 2-minute warning, first play, another 3-minute. It's just the stupidest shit ever. Like, just give me red zone. But I love the atmosphere of being there, though. That's the only thing.
When we were there at the Rose Bowl and it was a one-off, it was the best day of my life. Potentially, it'll be better
the
than
Rose Bowl.
if I have a child.
Yeah. So I thought I'd bring up that hypothetical because it is a crazy thing to think of. Like, how much money would your number be to never go to a Jays game ever again? And like I said, we're only in our early 20s. Like, imagine 60 years. Like, this team's obviously going to have a lot of success, never getting to experience a World Series, which I've never seen in my life at the Rogers Center.
Yeah,
or
it's tough. I mean, like, what would you even use the money for?
I don't know.
Because like we're always sport guys don't realize that like every time they go on a trip, they're fucking going to a game.
Exactly. Yeah, I thought I'd bring that up. Yeah. So then another hypothetical that I came up with is a lot of people I'm seeing on Twitter and on TikTok and stuff like that. Who's the one guy you give up between Lourdes and Teo if it came down to it?
This is a no-brainer answer for me.
Who is it?
Lourdes.
What?
Give up?
You would give up Lourdes before Teo?
Yeah. Why is that a crazy thing? Lourdes hits 300. He hits 15 home runs. He drives in like 52.
Yeah, Lourdes is younger.
Can't be
Oh, just by a
ton.
year. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm on your side then. I thought he was like 5 or 6
It
years
does
younger.
seem like Teo's way older.
I mean,
Okay.
Ubley is 50 years old.
I
so-
agree with you then. So hypothetically speaking, if you could give one guy up between Lourdes and Teo, it would be no-brainer Lourdes. And I agree with that, actually, now that I'm looking back on it. But there is different. I mean, Teoscar is a nightmare in right field.
Mhm.
A fucking nightmare.
Yeah,
I don't-
Lourdes got a fucking cannon.
Yeah,
And Teoscar he got to be the laziest base runner I've ever seen, right?
it was weird this
He
year.
was pumping it. He was pumping later in the year, probably because he got a fucking talking new. But but no, I don't know. I think it would also depend on who you'd bring in from that. Like if you're bringing in a power lefty bat, then I'd probably stick with Lourdes.
Lourdes
You know what
is
I mean?
more. We have more options with Lourdes, like with what he can do. But
Yeah.
hitting
play
wise,
first.
I love watching Lourdes hit. To be fair,
Yeah.
Yeah, Lourdes.
When he
the
gets
fact that he
hot-
started at a shortstop is funny.
Yeah.
Maybe we should fucking bring him back to short.
Dude, he has a fucking
might be better than Paul.
Imagine he's just like we bring him back and he's just nasty.
He's so
Like, just-
tall though.
like just substantially better than Bo
He's got the
Bichette.
body to be a fucking great shortstop. I forget, like, was he bad at short? I kind of forget
Had
what
to be.
happened there.
You
He
don't
had to
move
be
a guy to the
brutal.
he
Yeah, he
had to be.
brutal.
But yeah, no, it's like I don't know, man. I think Teo he's still I mean he's 30, but I think his contract's gonna be up soon. Like he's gonna get paid. And by the way, I put myself into a depression. I watched that side view of his first home run in the wild card. It is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Can you post that tonight on Instagram?
I will.
110 days till we get to watch that shit again.
It put me, JR, you know what I'm talking about? Where Robbie Ray had a meltdown. I think it was an 1-1 or 1-2 pitch, something along those lines. And Teo just hit it and did that beautiful bat drop right at the end. And just that video is
Mhm.
breathtaking. I watched it and I just immediately went to depression. Like, oh,
That
I
was
wonder
so
what happened
awesome.
after this.
Dude,
Yeah.
that was I don't even want to.
Like, we didn't talk about that. Like, Teoscar Hernandez was the only guy that really showed up in the playoffs. He carried the whole fucking offense.
Yeah, he did. I'm trying to think where else we got our runs from.
Like Danny Jansen had 2
Danny
RBIs,
Jansen,
I
yeah.
think. Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck,
But-
man.
There's other talks too. The Jays are gonna have to give up a catcher.
Yeah, I wonder what that deal will look like. I mean, it's bound that we'll get like. I mean, I don't see us getting like a top 4 lefty bat, so like I could see us getting a reliever there. I could see it.
Yeah. What
Even
what's
if it's
all
Danny Jansen for like
who do you
something.
keep though? I think you keep Jansen and Kirk and trade
I
Moreno.
think you explore everything. They probably have a guy in mind, but I think you explore Kirk, like just see what you could get. Like if the value is there, I think they'll do it because like Danny Jansen's so solid behind the plate, and then you have Moreno, which is like he'll develop. Like
Moreno's
he'll
so
develop,
good.
and he could be like the secondary catcher where like if he's out hitting the shit out of Jansen, he'll just play more than Jansen, but Jansen's still there. Like it makes like I don't even mind moving Kirk, to be honest. Like I mean,
Kirk's-
he just doesn't really like it's nothing against it, but like he doesn't really fit the flow of the lineup. We have a bunch of heavy hitters, but we hit him behind them, and he's an average hitter.
True.
I don't know. Like I feel like we could use like a speedy 300 guy that hits like 1 or 2.
We never
Kirk
have
could-
a catcher.
I don't know if
Yeah.
you can get a lot for Kirk though, bro.
I don't know either. I think
mean,
just the MLB just doesn't value catchers.
And
as much.
well, they do value them. They value their defense a lot.
Yeah.
That's why you'd have some teams just be like, "Hey, we'll be." He was average defensively. He wasn't.
He
bad.
definitely got better, right?
He did. Yeah. His and the numbers say it. He wasn't that bad. But teams will take a fucking chance on a guy like Kirk on the Cincinnati Reds would do so much fucking damage.
Yeah. Oh,
that
yeah.
stadium.
I'm trying to think of teams that really need a catcher right now.
Any team like the Red
The
Sox
Cardinals. The Cardinals. We gotta talk about that, by the way.
Oh, Lars Nootbaar.
What do you guys think about that trade?
I don't
So
remember.
Avery, go over the trade though. What was the trade? It
It was just I didn't see full names, but I said a package between the Jays that would send Kirk to the Cardinals, and either a package of Lars Nootbaar or Nolan Gorman, I think, would be around it. But if
Yes.
so I think they're very similar prices, like Nootbaar and Kirk, as
yeah.
young guys with some control here still. Like I would love to get. There's a guy named Tink Hence who's a Cardinals prospect. I don't
Yeah.
think they deal him. I think if we just look Kirk and Nootbaar together, they're pretty even as trade values. So
Do the Jays need another outfielder though? That's the thing.
well, that's when you get rid of like Lourdes at the deadline to get someone good.
yeah. You know what is it's gonna be, and I think I've said this before. It's gonna be the most random trade that the Jays are gonna get. That's gonna be a blockbuster, like the Matt Chapman one. Who the
Mhm.
fuck thought the Jays were gonna get Matt Chapman? Was that even like a discussion?
I think there actually was talks about them potentially getting Matt Chapman before that happened.
Really?
Yeah,
know
because
it
I
was Matt
remember his
Olson.
name getting.
I know Matt Olson.
I remember
was a big
Abe. We
one.
talked about it a little bit. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there
Something
had to
came
been
up.
rumors for like a week or two at
Yeah.
least.
But they
Patrick Mahomes
do.
is fucked.
I feel like
What's going on?
I don't
in the
know,
game? I
man.
had to
That
pause.
Pirates
scored.
one.
They scored.
It's an underrated one. I think that not a lot of people are talking about that.
David Bednar.
Yeah, and getting like we talked about.
If we get Brian Reynolds and
But Brian Reynolds is like, am I wrong on this? He's kind of like a Whit Merrifield.
he'd play center
Ah,
field.
Yeah, he plays center, but he's better than Witt.
Yeah. Switch hitter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't hate that at all.
I just don't know if that's almost too much. We'd have to put in some pieces to get that.
I
deal
mean,
done.
Dude,
The
David
truth-
Bednar is an all-star. Like,
So was Brian Reynolds last
I think
year. at least.
last year was an all-star.
The
But
thing
yeah,
is, though, if you're gonna give up Teo or like a Gurriel, like you plan on potentially giving up, I don't know if it's the right opportunity to give that type of guy. If you're gonna give him up for the season, right? Or the deadline is just like,
Yeah, they wouldn't trade those. I don't think they trade those guys at the deadline.
yeah, that's
big
why it's like
pieces to
tough because
move.
like that's a guy in your lineup that, if you're gonna get rid of him, just get rid of him. That's the plan.
yeah, that's true.
Add the
NFL rig,
team.
by the way. We got a phantom pass interference call on the 2-point conversion that moves him to the 1.
Leak
Uh,
Willis started today. Didn't even know that.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
only
He's playing like
86,
shit.
86 passing yards.
I did a video so I can take the under 23.5, and by the skin of my cock did that thing
Yeah,
fucking
because
hit.
they missed the extra point. Harrison Butker.
They missed the extra point, and that's how it hit.
They missed the extra point while we were like, in
Earlier.
the dressing room at hockey.
Yeah, earlier. But yeah, no, it's just this is gonna be a weird offseason for the Jays.
Mhm.
And
I feel
Don't be
like
surprised if we
might-
don't make many moves.
I think the opposite. I think like we're not talking about these guys making moves, and they might make a move, like because they're like saying like what Ross Atkins said and blah blah blah. But I don't know, man. I could see a move, like you said. There's 3 catchers right now.
There's
One of
deals
them
to be
is probably
made.
gone. There's deals to
3
be made.
catchers, and
right?
there's 4 or 5 competent outfielders. Like
Yeah.
you got Springer, Gurriel, Whit Merrifield.
There's no need
Hey,
for Witt on
Oscar.
this team. To be
No.
fair,
No
Yeah,
need
he's on a friendly deal right now, but next year is bad.
I think
Yeah.
we deal Witt. Even though I like Witt, we can't get him enough at bats for him to be productive.
But worst case, Witt is like an Espinal, and he's playing like every position possible.
Witt's better than Espinal.
Yeah.
So
He
Yeah.
really
well,
is.
Witt is getting paid like nothing this year. It's actually crazy.
Yeah, no,
next
he's on
year
a
he makes,
really
like,
team-friendly
20 mil,
deal.
doesn't
he?
And
He's
the Jays fleeced that deal, by the way.
I
Fleeced.
do miss Max. I do miss Max.
Because he's a chonk king. Another pass interference penalty. Shocker.
Are they at the fucking half-inch line yet?
Yeah, I don't even like. They're just every single time they throw the ball, it's a PI. I mean, this is insane.
The Titans just go to that too high safeties, like killed the Chiefs last year. It's just
Holding defense. Yeah, but a couple other things that just completely off topic. James D. Rose dropped merch. I'm so mad I missed it.
he's
I-
off his game, man.
He did he post anything today?
I
No,
don't
he
know.
didn't. No, he didn't. I checked. I always check. He's all time. He is.
Have you
all-
guys been seeing Fulcrum on TikTok recently?
Yes. What is that?
That guy's an electric factory. Yodiland.
What is that?
He's just a guy who likes to get faded than a hoe, is what he says. He just hits a dab pen in.
But I
these
see
restaurants.
I always see videos of like where it's like Fulcrum admits something or
I don't know. He gives like inspirational talks on YouTube while he's getting faded than a hoe in like restaurants.
fuck yes.
It's all time, man. And I've been seeing Jared's boy Tate pop up again a little bit.
He's back.
He's back. He went on the that whatever
Sean
kid's name,
O'Malley
man.
or whatever.
Yeah, I always see that live stream on TikTok with whatever that gamer is. Aiden Ross, is that his name?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Aiden Ross.
You just
This is the worst part of the year, man. 110 days till spring training.
Yeah.
I'm
Dude.
looking at Dre's trade rumors right now.
Dude, why didn't we talk about the Rogers Center just has no seats in it now?
That they told us they're changing all the
Mhm.
seats.
No, I know, but isn't that like I'm excited to see what these seats are gonna look like.
Oh, like color wise?
Yeah.
Think Atkins was talking about they were going to be blue again.
Yeah, they'll probably be blue.
Oh, and by the way, we didn't talk about this. This was the dumbest fucking thing the Jays did in the playoffs. The blue rally towels.
yeah, that was dumb. That was
The
dumb. I
blue
didn't like that.
dude. So listen, I had Matt Festa on the pod after like the Jays meltdown, and he said the pitching staff on the Mariners said it made it easier for them and made it like less nerve-wracking because when they would look in the 500s, the blue rally towels would look like seats, so it would like kind of ease it for them. Who the fuck in the right mind does a rally towel the color of the fucking seats and the color of like all the jerseys in the fucking in the ballpark?
Because
What-
next level. Let's go.
happened to white?
Came up with that shit. Fucking next.
Like we can all agree the white rally towels are the most electric thing of all
Yeah,
time.
100%.
Used to
It's
have
like
one
OG,
hanging up here.
man. We've
Yeah.
always done white.
But the blue,
That was bad.
fire the marketing guy into the fucking sun with the Ticketmaster next level bullshit and fucking this.
Yeah, the marketing department they're down bad.
The blue
man.
towels, like it's crazy when you have guys from other teams even
Mhm.
saying like this made it easier for us to play here. Crazy.
It
Yep.
is bad.
Fire
It
them
is
into the
crazy.
sun.
Why don't the Jays also bring back those powder blue vintage jerseys? You know the ones talking about with no buttons? Those are electric.
Yeah, they used to wear like the Wells holiday ones they
Yeah.
used to wear.
Yeah.
No, that's a good idea. Some retro nights.
It'd be I would love a retro night. And another thing, speaking of retro, we got to talk about that John Gibbons clip.
The fireman one.
That's
His kids have to be telling him what to do or something.
The comments are worse.
Are
The
they?
comments are fucking worse.
that's
There's
just a
people
throat
just-
show. It's a
There's
throat
people
show.
like literally like giving him advice on how to like they took it like literal. And we're like this like you should use this next time to take out your fire. And John's answering them.
Yeah.
And then someone was like, "What's your preferred drink of choice?" And John just said Budweiser.
That's awesome.
It's just
pretty funny.
these videos are they're just so cringy, man. So cringy.
He is interesting. And where the fuck is he? Like
He's gotta be in Texas.
I think he's in Texas. Something like
we
that.
should ask Gibby if he can invite us for a barbecue. Barbecue at his place.
He would just have no clue. Like, oh, you guys are big on the TikToks. You know,
Imagine a retreat, Gate 14 retreat to Gibby's house. That would be all time content.
Dude, I'm honestly contemplating like just selling what's it called? Gate 14. Like we got to sell stuff for the award show, right?
Maybe after we can do it. The Gate 14 Awards shirt.
Yes. Yeah, we got to do that. Like the what's it called? The
Dundies.
the t-shirt tuxedos. But no,
or we'll just buy a couple
we got to set a date
pearls,
for this.
couple
We gotta
balls
set
from Rawlings.
We got to set a date for this. So, by the way, this Thursday or this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I will be in Ottawa, so I'm going to the Ottawa Senators game on Tuesday. So if any of the listeners wants to go to the game, hey, what's up? I will be in attendance. I know we have a lot of Ottawa listeners on the call. Then the week after, I'll be in BC in Vancouver for work.
No way they're sending you to BC.
Yeah, so I'll
Tell
be there.
me you're flying at least.
Yeah, I'm flying.
Okay,
But
good.
if anyone wants to say what's up, I will be in BC that week. I'll be in BC. So Ottawa, BC, and then I say we do the Gate 14 Awards the November 20th week because I have
Sure.
that week off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just.
And then the week after that, I'm in Calgary. And then I'm
Holy
in Texas.
fuck, dude! What is going on with your work? Why are all of a sudden you're
We
just
had to jam it all
traveling
in.
around Canada?
How'd
What's
it
Yeah.
going
go
on?
on?
What?
You got to get your closing line value on the fucking
Yeah, what are they-
marketing team.
What are they doing? Why
I'm
are
just
they
doing neighborhood
this?
marketing there.
They just heard
Um,
Johnny's fucking breaking numbers, and they're
Yeah,
like,
he's
"Fuck, we gotta
slinging.
send him,
You're slinging coupons.
send him all
man.
over the world. Let's
Yeah,
get him off
it
his
is a
game. They're trying to
grind.
get
It
you
is-
off your game, man.
It
That's
is
what
a
they're trying to
grind. It is a grind. And I'm going to just disavow. I know I come across on Twitter as a T-Mac hater. No one, please tweet. No one, listen. No one, wink. No one tweet, fuck you, T-Mac. No one.
No, I disavow this. Don't do this.
No one tweet, fuck you, T-Mac. Okay? Please.
Don't do it.
No,
Do
don't do it.
not. I'm gonna have to deal with this. Do not do it.
Do not do it. Do not do it. Please don't tweet fuck you, T-Mac. But man, we got some of the greatest fucking listeners of all time. Like the shit, like that Bradley Zimmer post is wild. Like I put it into like reality, and I sent this to my buddy. I was like, look how many comments this has of like just our followers. And he's like, on an engagement post, man, on a guy getting engaged. Like you just have 150 fucking people or whatever it is, like 35, 40 people just commenting come on the Gate 14 podcast on his engagement picture. Like, come on, man.
He's got to see it. I don't know. Like, come
he
on, Sam.
100% he's seen.
I mean, yeah. The Zim dog's not getting too much interaction.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so it's on like Wales. This fucking we can get around vaccine
Turkey.
cards and stuff. It is I love that the listeners of this podcast are all just like common dudes that just love fucking around. Like there's no guys that take it like above and beyond. Like it's just common.
Yeah, if you
Awesome.
take it above and beyond, we will disavow.
Yeah, we will disavow. But it's just like, for example, like even that Levi tweet, like a ton of our listeners liked it and retweeted it. Just like real funny, Arash. We know you would. We know this is whatever he said. It was just so fucking funny. And a lot of our followers were just like responding to Arash saying like witty, funny shit. So shout out to you guys, obviously. And it's great. I mean, 111 days, right, Ave? Or what is it? 110?
Yeah, 110 or 109.
I hope, and I will say this, we will do an emergency episode with the Jace, like sign or trade,
Oh,
like
yeah.
for a
Mhm.
big guy. We will have to do that. But the off season's officially started, guys. The off season officially started. It's
Get to fucking work, Ross.
Get to work, Ross. Figure it the fuck out, you
Hire
bum.
that fucking baseball ops. Hire those entry levels.
You think I should
Hire-
apply, Jer?
You should, Dave.
And I should go into the well, they won't select me because I don't have a degree, but
I mean,
No, they don't degree
come
shame.
on, man.
yeah, maybe
You're
I'll
fu-
I'll
just
do
put-
it. We'll
just
do it for
Don't even
content.
put your education there. Just put your Laurier baseball. They'll see that you're a champion. Pretend like you won it too.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Right? OUA champ.
True.
Right? Bang.
Yeah.
Avery in the front office.
Videotape it, put it as a vlog.
We'll celebrate. We'll go to fucking Chula's shows together and we'll have a couple beers.
Yeah, exactly. So we will be brainstorming the Gate 4. We got to brainstorm the Gate 14 awards together.
Mhm.
Get it figured out for you guys. But I will say this. I think I said it last episode. This video is going to be maybe the best ever done.
I'm excited. Having to do it is the hard part. Like us finding a time to do it, and
Mhm.
I think the finding the time part will be easy because the
with the
office-
awards is going to be fun because you get these three brains together and some shit gets cooked up.
Yeah, like I already have so many in the law and like the docket that it's just going to be all time. Like it's going to be
no,
funny.
save it.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say
Okay.
it's gonna be funny as fuck. So just stay tuned for that, guys. And like I said, we just keep fucking running us up the charts. I saw we got up to like number 7, back to number 7 on the charts last week, which is good for the off season, obviously, because Blair and Barker record every day still.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Take a break, bozos. Holy fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, so just figure it out, Blair and Barker. But yeah, it is cool to see you guys still showing us love and support. So keep running up those numbers, and hopefully JR grows a pair and does a Mike Wilner tweet sometime later in the next couple
Dude,
weeks. Actually,
I
sorry,
would-
our burner.
You should. Okay, I shouldn't say this, but
Come
Like-
on, man. That is so bad. That might be worse.
oh yeah, that's really bad.
No. Okay, sorry. Disavow, delete what Avery just said from the podcast. Just delete that all. I
Yeah.
think this is funnier. What we're gonna do is we do a Mike Wilner burner account and just like quote tweet OnlyFans models, like just saying horny ass shit, like looking good, baby. Like just like there she is. I would be all time, but yeah, fuck you, Mike Wilner, you pathetic bum. So, anyways, guys, thank you guys for listening as always. Keep pumping out the content.
Felt good to snap it around today. I hadn't talked to you guys in a while.
Yeah.
felt
By the
like.
way, if anyone, if you've made it to this end of this podcast, B-Stop Burner 6969 is my PSN. If you guys
PlayStation.
want to run Modern Warfare 2,
You have it?
I just got it.
No, I've been playing.
I don't know
it
how
too.
to I don't know how to use it though. Like I don't know how to I don't have the classes. I just join random law. I don't know how to run it.
Oh,
but-
dude, the AI or whoever made that needs to be fired. It's so confusing.
I don't know how to add friends to lobby. I don't know how to do any of
It's
that.
so confusing, man.
It's impossible. It's impossible. So yeah, B-Stop Burner 6969. Let's run it up and go from there. But like I said, man, you guys are the fucking best. Keep getting in the mud on TikTok for us. I do see a lot of you guys doing that. And love you guys.